All right, welcome everyone to our retail team. I'm going to start by introducing our lovely team members. So Emily, if you would introduce yourself first.
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Lee. I just finished my Master's of Digital Media up at Ryerson University, and I worked on graphic design and product design in this project.
And next, if Corbin, you could introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Corbin Carlson, and I'm an industrial design and environmental science major at Notre Dame, and I worked on some of the concept design and illustrations.
And I will go ahead and introduce myself again. I'm Kaylee Fuller. I'm the retail lead and product manager. Did some other things on this assignment, and I'm currently at UCF for themed experience. And Tahira was not able to make it today, but she sends us her wishes, and she did a lot of work on this project, as well as was the concept design person for Georgies and the fashion designer as well. And she is also in the same program getting her MFA in themed experience at UCF. So without further ado, here's Georgies. And I will have Tahira give us a little bit about what Georgies is and means to her.
Welcome to Georgies, Stargrove's finest boutique for ladies, gents, and littles. In our little boutique, you will find the most adorable keepsakes for everyone in the family. Dresses, letterman jackets, polos, backpacks, slippers, socks, you name it. If you need a cute little keepsake from your pop and your time at Stargrove, you can find it at Georgie's. Georgie is a resident of Stargrove who is inspired by her surroundings, in addition to the Propel headquarters building, the lake, and all of the new technology that comes to the Gate Expo every year. She uses this as her inspiration in all of her designs throughout the store. Next up is a sneak peek of Georgie's latest fashion line. Heavily inspired by Stargrove pride, each piece is infused with Stargrove's spirit. Georgie finds most of her inspiration from her city, and it's reflected in her work by using skylines as well as art decals and logos from the city. Visitors to Georgie's also have the unique opportunity to create their very own wobbly bobbly, coined by Georgie herself. Each piece allows the guests to combine their own alien antennae species headset, whatever you would like to call it, into their very own headband. This reflects the amount of different aliens and species that come through Stargrove on a daily basis. No two are the same, and neither should any two wobbly wobblies be the same.
So these are some of the products that we created. They are all designed, graphic designed, and then put into these templates so that we can show you exactly what we want. So we have ties, socks, reusable totes, and cell phone cases, as well as our cosmic creature plushies that also coordinate with the Glimforb over in the maze ride as well. Our building is located right next to the water, and it faces the water when people first enter. It does have 3 separate entrances so that people can enter from any side of the building. So this is our floor plan. We have women, men, and littles represented in this space with potential fitting areas or back of house space. We have a quiet/sensory zone that people can go into, and it has soundproofing, and there is a display of different light features for an auditory sensory experience. There is also many different retail displays that are perfectly spaced so that people can walk around and have a ton of interaction with the area. Okay. Oh, yep, okay. So this is some of our furniture inspiration, as well as our wall and ceiling and floor inspiration. And this is our storefront facade. So the storefront facade is designed by D'Angelo, and it represents everything that we see Georgie's, which is very light pastel colors and has our central Georgie's logo over the doors. Our interiors are seen here in color, and you can see the different areas that are zoned out for the men and women and littles. Littles has their own separate desk, so that way we can monitor that far door as well as be able to serve and possibly have an interactive experience with Georgies in that back area. These are some interior shots of the 3D modeling that we've done for Georgies to give you a vision of what our Georgies would look like. You can also see the backpacks that we had from our original concept of possibly putting backpacks with little fish in there as well. And the whole area is built to be very accessible. All the countertops are all wheelchair accessible. They're not normal standing height. They are wheelchair accessible height so that everyone can feel inclusive and they don't have to go to a specific area. So that was Georgie's. So with that, I would like to pass it over to Emily to introduce us to the Galactic Exchange.
Awesome. So yeah, the Galactic Exchange is our second retail offering that we're offering here in the Stargrove Park. You could go to the next slide, perfect. So the Galactic Exchange is owned and operated by Binky, who you can see here on the right of our screen. And he kind of has this really fun backstory to the park itself, and I'll read that to you here. So it says, "Welcome to the Galactic Exchange, a place for the mysterious and wonderful to display their goods and findings. Owned and operated by Binky, a proud member of the older generation of Stargrovians, who has been around ever since the first gate ever took place." So go ahead, ask him about it. He'll tell you fun stories about back in his day when there was barely even a cityscape. Binky has always been excited about new technologies and developments as new travelers from across the galaxy have come to visit. Some may say he is too excited, as he has even tried his hand at creating some innovations, but unfortunately, Binky was not blessed with the technical thumb and many of his inventions have gone awry. But that's okay, he still loves to show them off to whoever is curious to take a look. So here you can see where the Galactic Exchange is going to be located in the park, in that little blue square up there, right near the water. It's kind of like an alleyway / open bazaar. You'll see a little bit more in these upcoming slides if you want to go to the next one, Kaylee. So this is the interior inspiration of how we themed the Galactic Exchange. It was very heavily influenced by open air bazaars and markets, and this was actually a suggestion from our mentor, Jacob, and we were really excited to explore that even more. We knew, though, that another theme park has already played off this idea of an open market on an alien planet, so we definitely did not want to copy that aesthetic or copy that idea or do a second version of that. So we more so took inspiration from the operations of how these open markets work and that they offer a variety of different products and different things to buy. And then we put our own Stargrove twist in that, which Corbin will show in a few slides. So here is the floor plan of the Galactic Exchange. You can see Kaylee rendered this out for us, and there are multiple booths that have a lot of different product offerings there. It's nice and big so that guests do have room to explore and look around. If we wanted to add interaction with the app, we could, different things like that. And then we also wanted to elevate this retail space and make it not just for shopping, but also a fun entertainment space as well. So on the right there, you can see that there is an interactive area with Binky because we thought he was cute. So we definitely wanted to share him with the other guests of the park. So what we imagine here, unfortunately, we didn't get to flesh it out completely, but Binky would be a sort of puppet that was operated by an actor behind the scenes. And throughout the day, there would be different sets. And in this area, the facade would be like his home base or his office or his little hutch, different things like that. And Binky would come out at different set times and people can interact with him, have a meet and greet. He could put on a little show and just elevate the space a little bit more. Now for products in this area, this is a market, so we were able to really have freedom to kind of figure out what products could go here and what we wanted to create, which is really great for a portfolio project because it really just gave us the freedom to create anything we wanted. So for me personally, I'm really interested in product development and packaging, so I knew that was something that I wanted to continue to explore throughout this project. So these are some pins that I developed. One is specifically themed to the Galactic Exchange. The others are more Stargrove themed, but I personally love pin trading and that sort of tradition, so we definitely wanted to bring that into this park too. Here are some more products that would be offered in the Galactic Exchange. We really like the idea of having alien jerky and offering that to guests. So you can see that on the left. There's also some jumpers here as well. A little plug, these jumpers do look very similar to the sweaters that are offered on the Give Kids the World charity page. So if anyone wants to buy any of these, you can. And just visit that link down in the description of the YouTube video. And then here are just some more products that we talked about during our development. So like we said, jerky, various different gate products. Corbin drew these pixie stick, what do you call it? I was about to say filler upper, but pixie stick dispensers. And that's a really cool thing, playing off the idea of moon dust with pop rocks and just a lot of different variety of products. And that can also be changed throughout seasons and different things like that, giving a lot of variety to the products that are offered and what you can buy here.
With that, we'll turn it over to Corbin to explain the rest of the project for us.
Awesome. So these were some initial interior design concepts for the Galactic Exchange. On the far left, it's just a rough sketch of a possible alley shot and some booth facades. And then on the top middle, it was just playing around with how these booths could fit together in a line. And the bottom middle is the general color palette that we went off of. So we wanted a variety of colors, but we wanted to make them look kind of muted to go with that open air, bizarre market feel. And then to the far right are just a couple possible rendered booths with color. And this is a fully realized interior shot. We have muted colors and stone materials for the walls and floor to also convey that kind of rugged, worn, rustic vibe. And we also have more bright muted colors for the booths and a variety of shapes to give it that kind of alien Stargrove vibe. And this is an exterior shot by D'Angelo. And it's one of the entrances to the Galactic Exchange. It has guests enter through a fountain waterfall structure, which kind of helps convey that secret vibe because you have to explore and look for the entryway. And it also it serves as a transition between the nicer, more modernized downtown and the historical, rustic interior of the market.
All right, thank you from our retail team, and thank you to our mentor for helping us out throughout this process, and for our management team again for putting together this wonderful project. And that is all from the retail team.